Welcome to January. Am I gonna do these intros for every month? I don't know. But hi, hello. Some news is that my 6-month-old phone seems to have died. Okay. Oh wow, the sun. Okay. So what happened was, as you might know if you've come to my live streams and stuff, I had this old phone which I still use, but it doesn't work properly. Like the screen will just randomly start like moving by itself. If I'm reading on it, it will just randomly select this one word being like hello. Also, apart from that, it like when I have my cards on it, like my actual SIM cards, it will block them. They don't work. But because it doesn't work as a phone, like if the SIMs don't work, then I can use it as a phone, right? So because of that, I had to buy a new one. So I got the new Samsung. It's the S23, and it was good. It was working all nice. I went and I put it to charge at night, which is what I always do. It's what I've always been doing. So I put it to charge. It wasn't even because it didn't have any battery, because it still had like 40% or 50%, and that if I just left it through the night, it would have just lasted the entire night without having me to charge it. Everything's good. Everything's working nice. It's charging normally. So I go to sleep, right? Of course. I wake up. It doesn't turn on. Look, I'm pressing the button. It just doesn't turn on. And I was like, okay, stress mode. Called my uncle, and we were like on a call pretty much until like 4 p.m. just trying to figure out. We've tried everything to get it to turn back on. It doesn't turn back on. It won't. I don't know what happened. My uncle thinks it might have been the battery, who might have like gone into stress somehow and gone into like protection mode and just turn itself off or something just for protection's sake. I don't know, man. Technology and stuff. you know. So yeah, it doesn't turn on. And I'm leaving. Today's Wednesday. I'm leaving for the UK on Monday, on the 15th. So this is still inside. Like this still has warranty. So my dad is gonna like activate the warranty because it is 6 months old. It's ridiculous that it just stopped working after 6 months. And I'm not someone who like abuses their like tech stuff, like their phones and stuff. I treat my stuff very well. Like I am very careful all the time with all of these things, cuz like I hate changing phones. I hate it because you need to change all of the things that you have on one to the other. It's such a hassle, and I hate it. Same thing with changing computers. Hate changing computers. Hate it. So I will try and make them last as much as I can. So this lasting 6 months is really pissing me off. I was so sad. So yeah, this is gonna stay here so my dad can activate the warranty. We're not activating it now because it would probably take like longer than a time that I'm gonna be here. Also, my dad, he doesn't work where we live, and he goes on Mondays and he only returns on Fridays to spend the weekend home, and he can't get out of there to come and get this phone and take it with him. And by then, like, what's gonna be open? Like, and would we even be able to repair it? I don't know. So probably not. So I had to buy a backup phone. It's just I hate it. I hate it. But it's fine. I bought a cheaper phone. It's not cheap by any means, but it's much cheaper than this. It's like a third of the price or something. I don't remember how much we paid for this. Yeah, I bought a Xiaomi? I don't know how to pronounce that in English, but yes, a Xiaomi. It's the brand that my dad uses. It's the brand that my uncle uses. Both my uncles, actually, now that I think about it. It's gonna be a rescue phone. So it's where I'm filming right now. Hopefully this is good. It's the first time I'm filming on it. So I hope the sound is good. I hope the video quality isn't too bad. We went for that, like we went for the quality. So this is the one. This one. 12S. The point is, yes, the year I want to unsubscribe to this year because it's already a menace I spent the beginning of the year with a very horrible flu, and now my phone breaks. So, overall, my review of 2024 is 0 out of 5 stars. I do not recommend it. I do not subscribe. It's not worth it. Now, the plan for today is I need to clean my room and my bathroom just because it's a mess. I don't know if anyone else does this, but when I'm sick, I will not clean anything. My living space will just become a mess. Because frankly, I do not have the energy. I haven't finished any book this year. I did bring a lot of books that I was reading from last year to this year, which I didn't want to do. I did try to finish them all last year, but I couldn't because I got sick. I got sick on Christmas Day. And I've been sick since. Sick since. Sounds like I'm saying that one movie. You know? Anyways. But one of the books that I'm close to finishing, I have that much left, is Just Kids by Patti Smith. It's like an autobiographical, autobiographical, there you go, I did it. It's an autobiographical work by Patti Smith, just talking about from like when she was little up until I don't know what age she was. She was on her 20s or something. She wasn't even a singer yet, and I'm already almost at the end of the book. She's now thinking about going into singing, and it just talks about her relationship with Robert Mapplethorpe, which is a famous photographer. Well, he wasn't when she met him, but now he is. He isn't alive anymore. Sadly, he died during the AIDS pandemic, and I studied him at university. Like, I didn't have a class about him, but I was having contextual studies, but it was like art contextual studies. So we were studying like art movements since like early on up until like recently. And one of the exercises that we had to do was choose, I don't remember exactly. I do have that exercise still with me, but it's in the UK. So maybe I'll show it. But it was like choose an artist from probably the 60s, 70s, 80s, I don't know, and research their work and their life and stuff. And we had like this very long list of names, and I went with Robert Mapplethorpe. I think I just thought the name sounded interesting. Like Mapplethorpe, that sounds like such a Stardew Valley character, you know? So I searched his work and I fell in love with it. He did the most beautiful photos. There's this one picture that I love. I think it's called Two Men Dancing or something. It's so dreamy. It's so beautiful. I think the work that he's done is very interesting. It's definitely very controversial for his time because he did focus on like the BDSM scene. So very controversial without a doubt. He was also a queer person in the 70s, like 60s, 70s, 80s. So you can imagine it was pretty controversial, like even more. But it's really interesting, and he and Patty, like, they dated, and they've always considered themselves as soulmates, even when they weren't together anymore, they were still like soulmates. They were still as close to each other as it could be. They lived very close to each other. They would support each other all the time. It's really beautiful. Their friendship and their like love is the most beautiful thing. Here's a picture on the back of as well of them kissing. So it's just this book, honestly, I would call this more of a memoir to Robert than a Patti Smith autobiography, because she just spends the entire book talking about how much she loves him and how brilliant he was, and it's so emotional, so raw, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. My point is, I'm almost done with this. So I've been listening to this on, like, I've been alternating, but I do have the audiobook for this. I'm not completely sure who narrates it, but I've got a feeling that it is Patti Smith narrating it. I am not completely sure. I haven't searched it up. I think I'm gonna pop it on as I clean my room and the bathroom, and hopefully we can finish it. I think I have like an hour left. Let me check. Okay, here we go. I have an hour and 30 minutes. So I'm gonna listen to this. I also need to eat something for breakfast because I still haven't had breakfast. It's 10:40. So I'm gonna do that. And let's do a little cleaning montage for this vlog.
Looking all around at the people I see, everybody's living the dream. Starring in the show that we film on our phones, taking photos for pretend magazines. I don't want silver, don't want the bronze. I won't play party, I play the fines. Every time I see a shiny thing on a screen, I think, hey, maybe that could be me.
Much better. My goal for this year is to remember to take thumbnails, like post for a thumbnail whenever I'm recording the video, because I always forget, and then what I have to do is I need to recreate the conditions in which I filmed the videos, like dress the same way, do the same makeup, do everything the same, so I can take the pictures after I've edited the videos, because I'm like, I need a thumbnail. So yeah, that is my goal for this year, because I realized that for the Minder introduction video, I forgot, of course, to do the thumbnail. So I had to take a screenshot from the video and use that to do the thumbnail, because I couldn't recreate it because I cut my hair since and I look completely different. So there's no recreating that. So yeah, it is very short again, because honestly, I vibe with short hair. I think it looks better on me. I think super long hair. I used to have super long hair. I don't think I have a picture anymore. Do I? Wait, I might have. I found one. See, my hair was like to here, almost to my belly. So it was really long. And personally, I don't think it suits me as well as short hair. Like right now, obviously it's like super short. Like I said, I told the hairdresser to cut it like to the same haircut, but just a little shorter, just because I only cut my hair when I'm back home, like when I'm here in Portugal, and I won't be back for like probably 6 months or close to that, maybe even 7 months, most likely 7 months, because I'll be back for my birthday. That's in July, like end of July. So I told her to go a little shorter. So I like it when it's a little bit longer than this. Like the hair I had during Junathan was really good. And now I think I'm gonna go on Discord with Claudia. Claudia is actually studying for her exams. She's taking a master's, and I want to finish my reading journal from 2023 because I still haven't finished that. Let me show you the states. So here's the walkthrough. I still have this here because if I don't, this paint, like this acrylic paint, will stuck to this one on this side, and it will rip off paint. You see here, I had to repaint it because it ripped a bit of paint. So I used this to stop that. So there it is. That's all done. This page is all done. This one is almost done. I just need to finish whatever I need to put there. I still don't know. I haven't decided. This page is all done. And then this page all done too. So is this. And this. And this one. This one, like my printer ran out of color towards the end, so some of these pictures look really bland, and these are some of those, but I tried my best. This one I need to oh, here you can definitely see how bland that is. This is like a bright pink cover. But yeah, this is one of the pages I need to finish. This is a review for One Last Stop, so I need to do that, as well as these next few pages. These are the reviews from the birthday challenges. So there's December, June, and July. I think those are like the main things that I need to finish. And then these are also all finished. This is the Minder statistics for last year. So as you can see, my cousin finished all of the challenges. I didn't complete 4, and Claudia didn't finish 1. And then on here, this is the books read by each one of us. So my cousin read 86, I read 220 because of reading or tricking. I still don't know how to call it. And Claudia read 72. And then pages read, my cousin, I switched the colors accidentally. But my cousin read 32,509 pages. I read 24,783, and Claudia read 23,938. So there's that. So that's my cousin, that's me, that's Claudia. Wait. These two do not look like the same percentage at all. I'm now noticing this one looks much bigger. But it's not supposed to be. I'm just not good at dividing circles. Anyways, the average rating, yikes. As always, Claudia has the highest average rating. She always does. She has a problem with giving low ratings to books that she hated. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. This is very low because of reading or tricking. Like, I'm usually, out of the 3, I'm the one with the lowest ratings, but it's usually not this low, you know. Then this is the total of pages read per month. As you can see, October, because of reading or tricking or whatever, reading or treating, I don't know. Because of that competition in October, this one just takes the cake, obviously, because we were, like, all 3 of us were participating in reading or treating, whatever, lot. I'm just gonna call it lot. And then this is the total books read per month. Again, October takes the cake, and August and September are the 2 other ones that we read the most. I think here is the same, right? Yeah, it is. August and September were also the months we read the most, besides October. Then, so those are all done. Then this page is all done as well. Oh, I wanted to, like, highlight the ones that I've actually read. Sadly, I only read Yellowface. I didn't read the other ones. I need to tackle Fall of the School for Good and Evil this year, as well as Heartstopper Volume 5. This page, I was part of Leve's book club. She was supposed to release a book every single month of the year, but then she got really busy with music and with releasing her new album, Bewitched. So she only did 3 months. I need to check which month this was because I don't remember. I think it might have been April. And then this is gonna be a little page for the winner. So I need to finish that. This is all finished. My favorite books of 2023. We have The Fletcher, which is really surprising because I'm not a romance person. So that's definitely quite something. Electra, of course, in Blue Period, Volume 10. And then, oh, this is that thing. This is also done. No, it isn't. I need to add some writing over here. I don't know what yet. But there's that thing if you want to see it. And oh, this, I need to finish this. This is going to be a review page for Electra because it's the best book of 2023. So, like, from my favorites, Electra, love of my life. Love it. Absolutely. It's incredible. Next, these is my reading log. I had to add pages because of lot, of course. But this is all done as well. There's a lot on here. Like, look, whoa. Oh yeah, I made a mistake here. I didn't realize behind the screen, leave and travel. I had already written them, like leave, travel, and behind the screen is somewhere. Oh, here, behind. I wrote screen so wrong. I'm just now seeing that. Screen. I mean, to be fair, it does read like screen, but that is not how you... And then I wrote it right. What is wrong with me? Anyways, let's move on. I didn't notice I had already written them, so I had to cross them out. So there it is. These are the pages that I had to add because of a lot. If you notice, like, most of them are... Like, I read 100 and something books in October, so it's a lot of just October and then October and more October. Just keeps going. Oh, here's when it stopped. Then we have 2 books in November and like 3 in December. And this is gonna be the notes from Leve's book club. Like, she did the live streams for the books. She only did for Electra and for the second one, Sex and something. I haven't sticked it yet. Here it is. Sex and Rage, that's the one. I DNF'd that one. So she didn't do a live stream for Girl Interrupted. So I'm just gonna write down the notes that I took from these 2 live streams. So I have a few pages for that. I think it's 5 pages. And then this is all finished as well. This is my reading statistics, like a little bit more in depth. So we have a bunch more stuff. It's my star ratings. You can pause it if you want to see it with more attention. I'm just gonna like read the titles. Fiction versus non-fiction ages. There you go. And then literary themes. Yeah. Children books, 143. Books read per month. And then, is it gay? I forgot I gave it that title. And then we have, did it have drawings? Format. Reread versus new books. I didn't read any rereads last year. Like 0. That's surprising. I think this year that's gonna change because I need to reread School for Good and Evil and probably Carry On as well if I want to read Wayward Son. And then reading diversity. I need to like make this better this year because I feel like this is still not enough. And I definitely need to change this because 75% white people? I think I'm gonna add whether it was written by a woman or by a man. I feel like I read way too many guy books. And I don't want that. So I need to change that. I need to balance it out a little bit more. And then last page was already done since I finished the reading journal. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna be doing while Claudia is studying. I got a Kobo for Christmas and I'm very excited. I'm gonna get a case for it when I get to the UK and I'm gonna get stickers to decorate it. It's basically a Kindle, but it's a different brand. We don't really use Kindles too much in Portugal. Like Kobos are way more famous here. It is the Kobo, I honestly do not know. I will put which version of it is, which model. I'll put it on screen so you can see it. It's really cool. It works exactly like a Kindle. Let me turn it on. It has a little button here. Oh, I'm reading fan fiction on my Kobo. I'm really enjoying it. I love that it doesn't like make my eyes hurt. Oh, I was gonna show you the statistics. That's my favorite thing about this. It has a place where it shows you the statistics of everything. Look at that. So this is the total I've been reading. This is how long I've been reading All the Young Dudes. My average reading per session, 6 minutes. It is truly because when I take little breaks, I just pull this up and I read like 1 or 2 pages. So that's why it's like that. My number of pages read per minute, how many books I finished, and how that relates in percentage to all of the books that I have here. And I bloody love it. It's incredible. Show-stopping, never done before. Anyways, I need to go now because Claudia is waiting for me on Discord. Good morning. Today I need to do a little player for the board. So I have like a little piece that I can move on the minder board. However, I was thinking of just using like a little whatever I have around my house. The problem is I don't have anything. And I most likely won't have anything in the UK either. So we're gonna need to do something. I was thinking we could do clay, but I'm thinking we use this material instead, which is like a plasticine, but it dries out. So this is what we're gonna do. Here are the colors that I have. As you can see, there's a lot of green. That was not on purpose. I know I love green, but these are mystery. Like, you don't know what you're gonna get. So let's kind of line these. Let's see which colors are repeated. There we have it. Even though this is not my favorite green, I think we're gonna go for this just because there is so much of it. So let's go for this. Now, we need to decide what we're gonna do for the shape. Because we could do the normal little player shape, which is like little circle and then triangle type of thing, and they're united. You know the thing. But I think this is, even though this is not too much, I still think this is way too much to do something like that, and there would still be a lot of leftover. Admittedly, I could use the leftover to make something else. But I'm gonna brainstorm a bit and I'll be back to tell you what we're gonna make. Okay, this might be a little ambitious, But I'm thinking we do Mr. Delightful. I wasn't sure how it was going to work because he does have feet, and like how doesn't he just fall on the board? But then I looked at some little pieces, like game board pieces, and when they have actual people as the pieces, they put like a round base, so they're on like a round flat base so they don't fall. So I think if we do that, it might work. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to make it, but I'm gonna try. This is the sketch that I made. It looks rough. Let's try and make this. You know, all I'm gonna say is that maybe he was a blessing in disguise that I didn't have enough time to do pottery for Christmas, because Mr. Delightful looks rough. Okay, he looks like he's been through some shit. Oh, he's stuck on my desk as well right now, which is nice. Anyways, here's Mr. Delightful. I am so sorry. As your mother, what did I do? What have I done? He looks so concerning. Anyways, this is our player piece for the Minder game board. I hope you get used to his face because you're gonna be seeing it a lot, so. Good morning, good afternoon. I am just popping in to show you the little case I made for my Kobo. It doesn't have a case yet. I'm gonna get one when I get to the UK. It doesn't have like a screen protector or anything, and I didn't want to just like pop this in my bag for traveling, so I decided to make a little case for it with crochet. So I made this yesterday and I finished it today. I finished this little flower thing. So it just works like that. You put it like this, and then you close it, and then the flower is the button. Like there's this little thing here, so you just pass it through the flower. It's a little tricky, but it does work. There we go, and it looks like this when it's closed, and isn't it adorable? I love it. Now I'm gonna go to Claudia's house. Today is my last day here. It's Sunday, and I leave tomorrow. So I'm gonna go hang out with Claudia for a little bit. I think I'm gonna take my crochet and my knitting stuff, just because she wants to learn how to make a scarf. I'm gonna go get ready, and I will maybe try to film something at her house. I don't know, we'll see. Either way, I'll see you there, or I'll see you in the UK. There's ice. Oh. I'm back in the UK, and I have yet to read a book this month. Like, I haven't been filming much for this simply because I have not been reading anything. I haven't finished a book. I've DNF'd quite a few. Actually, let me tell you which ones I've DNF'd. I think that could be interesting. Okay, I've DNF'd Sex and Rage by Eve Babbitt, simply because I started it last year, and I started it last year in February, and I still, like, by the end of the year, wasn't done with it, and I wasn't reading it. Like, I tried to finish it, but I wasn't really reading it too fast, so I just DNF'd it. Ghost Wall by Sarah Moss was another one that I started in July, and I DNF'd also because I didn't, like, touch it ever since. And I DNF'd Swimming in the Dark by Thomas Jadrowski. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. I DNF'd that, but it isn't like a true like DNF, because I do want to read that book again because I was really liking it. It's just that I kind of stopped reading it because I had other stuff that I needed to read first, and I like kind of lost my balance with that book. Like, I lost my enthusiasm for it, but I do want to read it at some point. And that's the stuff that I've DNF'd. So I'm now only reading 3 things. Only, she says. So I'm reading Just Kids, which I'm so close to finishing. I didn't actually finish it the other day, but I think I have like 30 minutes left or something. I'm reading Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow still. I'm almost halfway done. I need to finish it very soon because I need to do the live stream for Minder. Because this was the book for December of last year. So supposedly we're gonna do the live stream this month at some point. I still need to decide when that's going to happen. It will be after I finish this. So my goal for this week is to finish this book simply because I need to. And yesterday at night I started, where's my Kobo? I wanted something that would take me out of my reading slump, so I got She Gets the Girl by Rachel Lippincott and Alison Derrick. Simply because I read last year, like in December, I read Forget Me Not by Alison Derrick, and I really, really liked it, and I read it super, super fast. So I was hoping that it would be the same for this one. I'm already at 11% read. So I think this is a good bet. I think this is a book that I will finish fast. I haven't set my Goodreads rating challenge yet, so I thought we'd do it here because I thought that would be fun. Here it is, reading challenge. Last year I put 24 and I read 220. But it was because of that reading competition, and I'm not going to do that reading competition this year. Even though it's going to happen this year, I'm not going to participate in it. So being realistic, I should realistically put 24 like I did last year, but I'm going to put 32, I think. I think that's a good bet because it's like a little bit more. 32. And start challenge. I'm already behind, aren't I? Yes, one book behind schedule. Yay. Let me show you how the other girlies are doing. Here is where they are. They are tied. So my cousin has 6, Claudia has 6. And they are here on the board. So I'm there, of course. This is Claudia. She's on the mystery. And my cousin is on the one after that. I don't think they've done any challenges yet, right? No. Okay. They have taken like these. So my cousin took a mystery card and it was today you can only read in the morning, and she didn't complete it, so she had to take a jinx card, which was read a book your friend hated. She's reading a book that Claudia really hated, and that is really, like, if Claudia hates it, then it's gonna be a really bad book, because Claudia doesn't really easily hate stuff, so, you know. And it's been hilarious to see her comments on our shared WhatsApp group. She's just been so frustrated with the book. It's hilarious. Oh, it's a Portuguese author. Okay, I don't think there's gonna be a translation for this. But for my Portuguese viewers, she's reading that one, Segredo Mortal by Bruno M. Frank. This roughly translates to like Mortal Secret, something like that. And apparently, it's bad. It's not that the story is bad, like I think the plot is interesting, but the writing is terrible and really annoying, apparently. Big news, everyone, this is not a drill. I have finally finished the book. I finished Just Kids by Patti Smith, which admittedly I only had 30 minutes left, but still, it's a victory, and we can finally move the board. Let's see if Mr. Delightful actually stands on the board. Oh my god. Absolutely. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. There we go. Are we ready? Mr. Delightful is going to walk for the first time. This is an edit. Never done before. Unprecedented. And there we go. Just like that. Okay, now I do have another matter that I want to talk about with you. I'm participating, or at least I'm trying to participate, on Books in Lala, like her challenge, so Kayla's challenge that she has, which is like the words thing. I don't remember the name of it, but it's like every single month you have words, you need to read books either with the words on the title or that have that feeling. Like, it really depends on the months. In this month, the words are there, there, and there, written like this, which I thought would be easy to find. Turns out I don't have any book with that on my physical TBR, and I also don't have any books on my like books I want to read list with that. So I had to do some extra research and try and find something that sounds interesting. Actually, I did have a book on my like books I want to read list with the words, but it keeps like it didn't show up right away, so I forgot I had it. But I do have it. It's called Out There by Kate Folk. So that's one of the options. I could read that. I think it's a short collection of essays. It has 256 pages. Oh, it's not essays, it's short stories, and it has science fiction, like fiction, horror, fantasy, magical realism, that type of thing. It's more like speculative fiction type of deal. So that's one of the options. The other options that I found are And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie, which has 264 pages. It's obviously Agatha Christie, so it's mystery, crime, thriller, that type of thing. I've never read anything by Agatha Christie, so maybe this could be my time to try. And then I also put There by Tommy Orange, because that was one of the options that Kayla had, like that she showed on the video. And also I read it and I thought it might have been interesting. It's also about, I think, Native Americans or Native communities rather, which is a minority group that I definitely don't know much about, and I could use that for the 12 initial challenges. I could do that because obviously Kayla's challenge is it's a different thing. So I wouldn't be repeating books in Minder, right? Because I would only use it for Minder once. So that could work. It is 294 pages. And then there's Once There Were Wolves by Charlotte McConaughey? I'm not completely sure how to pronounce that. It has 258 pages, and it sounds like it's really more about the attitude of humans, and it's about like this person who reintroduces wolves to like remote highlands, and it sounds really interesting, and it's really short, and it's also an audiobook. Good option. Then I found a non-fiction book that could possibly be interesting. It's about Friends, the TV show. I do like Friends, and I feel like this could be interesting, although the rating is not that high, and it has 300 pages. It's 304 pages, so it's a little bit longer. I was thinking, because it's already the 19th of January, I'm thinking we should read something easy and fast and short to make sure that I actually finish it, right? It's called I'll Be There For You, the one about Friends by Kelsey Miller. And it's just them talking about the impact that Friends had on pop culture and on society, and like also talking about the bad stuff of Friends. So I think overall it could just be very, very interesting. Then this one I put here just out of fun, just so I don't forget that this series exists, because it has almost 500 pages, so I'm definitely not gonna read this one. But it's called Almost There by Farah Rochon, maybe? And it's from the series A Twisted Tale, which is like this Disney collection where they twist the stories. So this seems interesting. This is why I added it, because I forgot this existed, like this series. So I've added it to my list just so I remember for the future, but I'm not gonna read this now. Then I found a little like romance type of deal, in case I start reading one of the others and it's like I can't get through it because it's so like the topics are heavier or something. So I thought maybe if I read a romance, even if it's longer, I'll get through it faster because it's lighter and it's easier to read. So I found Till There Was You by Lindsay Heimroth. And then I found, I don't actually remember what this is. Oh, this is an YA book, and it's a thriller, and it's called What Beauty There Is by Corey Anderson. I don't know what it is about. I remember reading it and thinking, sounds kind of interesting, sounds like something easy to read, plus it's YA, so usually easy to read. It does have 368 pages though, which is a little bit too much. And I found a Nellie Smith book, but it is long. So I don't know if this is where I want to dip in my foot into reading Nellie Smith, because I do want to read her work, but I feel like I should start with something like Autumn or something like that, but I found this one called There But For The, which just sounds like an incomplete title, and it is 357 pages. And then lastly, I found what I probably will be reading. I found a graphic novel. So this is a safe bet, right? If I read this graphic novel, at least I'll know that I've completed the challenge, and then if I still have time, I can touch on one of the other books and read one of the other books. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. And it's called I Was Their American Dream, a graphic memoir, but by Malaka Garib. I'm not completely sure. It has 160 pages, and I'm pretty sure, I could be totally wrong about this, but I think it does speak about minorities, like a minority community, minority group. So that could also be good for Minder. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna read I Was Their American Dream, and then if I still have time throughout the month, I'll probably touch on one of the other ones. Also, a little update on this. I think I am officially halfway. Still really liking it. I feel like this book is gonna break my heart, because there has been some like scenes that I was like, oh my god, you got me in my feels. And I told that to Claudia, and she was like, you just wait. So, you know, I'm a little scared now. I've also advanced on my reading of She Gets the Girl. Let me see what percentage I'm in. I am on chapter 10, which means I'm 28% done. I'm gonna try, I've been doing this, but I haven't been succeeding, which is taking this to bed with me and reading for like an hour in bed. The problem is I've been taking this to bed with me, but I've been reading fanfiction instead. So, you know, that is definitely one of my goals this year, is like reading more in bed at night. So like going earlier to bed so I can stay in bed for a while reading before I need to actually sleep. I just finished I Was Their American Dream, and it was very nice. It was like, it was non-fiction. It was telling the story of the daughter of immigrants. Her mom is Filipina and his dad, and her dad is Egyptian. So she's like both, but she was also born in America, and it's like telling the story of how difficult it is for immigrants to fit in. It really goes back to that idea that like you don't really feel like you're part of either one of your cultures, because on one hand you're being told very like different beliefs from, in this case, because her parents' cultures are so different, right? So she's being told like such different beliefs from the two people in her life, like the two most important people in her life. So she's being taught very different beliefs from both parents, which make it very difficult because they're both like contradicting, because she grew up in America, but she grew up in a very Filipino little small town in America. So it goes from her going from that to university in New York City, and then like getting a job in Washington DC. It's just how different the experience actually is of being an immigrant person in the US, where you're surrounded by white people. It's really interesting. I don't know if I can count it for like a minority group that I don't know much about. Admittedly, it did speak a lot about like the Filipino culture and the Egyptian culture, which I didn't know much about. I knew a little tiny bit about the Filipino culture because my friend Justin is Filipino, but I didn't know anything about the Egyptian culture, so I don't know if I can count that, but I will see until the end of the year. If I read something that is even better, I'll count that one. If I get to the end of the year and I didn't read anything better, then I'll probably count this one. I think it counts, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. On some other news, it's time, because I finished the book, it's time to move on the board. Alright, here we go. Mr. Delightful is ready to take a new step. Woo! Let's update the Excel. Girlies are currently tied. I don't think my cousin has updated this. Yeah, my cousin is on the lead. she just hasn't updated the Excel yet because she finished a book today. And by finishing that, she's also gonna get 2 extra points because it was, where is it? This one. It was the Jinx challenge, which she took because of the help challenge. Of the mystery card. So she's gonna get 2 points here for reading the book your friend hated and the mystery card, because she might have not done the mystery card, but she completed the Jinx, and that automatically completes the mystery card, so 2 points. We're here. Look, that's my dog. Doesn't she look gorgeous? This is one of my favorite. How do I zoom in? I love this picture. Okay, look at her little teeth. Let's move on this board. I really need to go to bed. I'm so sleepy. Can you tell? I think you can tell. Every time I try to move this piece on the Excel, I swear to God. There we go. We can totally cross this one. I've never read a book with either a Filipino nationality or an Egyptian. We need to fill out this. So let's do that. What is the name of the book I just read? I literally told you the name. Oh, I Was Their American Dream. What do we comment? Now this is the most important part. Claudia and I have a pact, kinda, to write a comment for every single book we read this year. So, what do I write? I don't know. Oh, wait, I know. There we go. Some of the food on this book made me low-key hungry. Period. That's it. Let's see how many points we have. Oh my god, we have 2. Last year, I was obsessed with Blue Period. And I read all the way until book 10. Book 10 was my absolute favorite. I just noticed something. When you say book 10, it sounds like Ben 10. Which one of you used to watch Ben 10? Just admit, it was a good show. Absolutely slay of a show. Anyways, yes, I've read until book 10. And book 10 was my absolute favorite, and I loved it because they explored more of one of my favorite characters' personality and their background and everything, and it was incredible. And I was starting book 11. I don't even know where I stopped because I didn't take note of it on my Goodreads. Of course, I didn't. So I have no idea where I was. I'm just gonna have to reread it from the start, probably. And I haven't touched Blue Period since like September of last year. So I feel like it's about time that we touch that again, because that was some good time in my life. I really did like Blue Period, and I'm still waiting to finish reading the manga so I can finish the anime, because the anime follows the whole manga. So like one episode is like one book pretty much. So I never know if I'm safe to watch the next episode, because what if I haven't read the book and then I'm spoiled, and I don't want that. So yeah, we should do that this year for sure. And now I'm gonna go to bed. Oh, should I update you on this? I already filmed a 12-minute clip. I don't know how long this vlog is going to be, but if it is giant, I apologize in advance. And I hope you grabbed a snack. So, yes. Anyways, update on this. According to Goodreads, I am 50-something% of the way done. I'm going to part 5. I'm on page 253. I was gooped and I was gagged, and there was a plot twist, and I was not expecting it. I don't know. I'm not gonna give spoilers, I don't think, on this video. So you're safe to watch. You're welcome. But yeah, there was a spoiler. It's not a spoiler. That was a plot twist. It wasn't a super big major plot twist, because I'm expecting even bigger plot twists, but it was a plot twist to the point that my jaw dropped. So yeah, I feel like this is gonna end very bad, because there's some stuff happening now that I'm like, this could potentially lead us to a very bad place. So I'm a little concerned, but oh, and also everyone's gay, which I did not expect, but I definitely appreciated. Slay, absolute slay. We love to see it. That makes so much sense why they made a certain choice for one of their games that I'm not gonna say spoilers, but yes, that makes a lot of sense. If you know, you know. Also explains why that is why the title is Rainbow. I thought it was just a quirky little game thing, like a little we love video games odd thing, you know? Although, does video games make you gay? Arguably? Possibly. Okay, we're getting into sleepy ramble territory, and this is a very dangerous territory to be in because I just don't have any filters. So I should go to bed. So I'm gonna say goodbye. Goodbye, besties. I will see you tomorrow. I'm back from the grocery store. I want to read a book that I actually got at the grocery store. So one of my goals for this year is to not buy as many books, mostly because I spend a lot of money on books and I'm starting to run out of space to have books in my house. So I was only planning on getting like 4 books this year, which is the 3 Minder ones for the birthday challenges and Heartstopper Volume 5. So I saw it at the grocery store and I got it. It was £6.50. So I thought I couldn't get that cheaper on Waterstone, so I just got it here. And I'm very excited to read this. I've wanted to read this last year, but I couldn't, mostly because I wasn't in the UK when it released, so I couldn't buy it, but I really wanted to read it. I think I've read like a few chapters of it on Webtoon when Alice started posting on there, way before they released the book. But I know I've read a few chapters. I don't remember any of them though. So I'm very excited to read this. I'm gonna read this now. I don't know what time it is. I think it's almost 3 p.m. or maybe it is already 3 p.m. I'm not completely sure. But I'm just gonna take the next couple of hours to read this and then I will update you on my thoughts. This cover is stunning. Absolutely stunning. And the spine is orange and Charlie is on it and he's looking forwards, which is new. He's looking at Nick. Look at his eyes. Oh, this is not gonna focus, is it? Do you see how he's looking to the side? He's definitely gonna be looking at Nick, and Nick is gonna be looking at him on the 6th volume. That's one of the things I love about Heartstopper, like the covers, is that when you put them all together, the spines make a rainbow. And all of them have Nick and Charlie on here. So we definitely need the 6th book to complement this one, because I think it started with Charlie, so volume 1 it has Charlie, then Nick, then Charlie, Nick, and now Charlie again, and then we need Nick. And I think the 6th volume is going to be the last one, although realistically, they should just write 7, because then we can have the 7 colors of the rainbow, and on the last one, it should be them together. But that's just me. Also, I'm going to take the opportunity to use this for the challenge, which is read a book that you wanted to read last year but you couldn't. But my goal is to do one challenge every month, like of the 12 initial challenges. So I'm sure that by the end of the year we'll have every single one read. Besties, I just found out a very crucial information about Heartstopper that I didn't know until right now. And that is that Heartstopper takes place in Canterbury. Which is a town, obviously, it's a city in England, which is what the Canterbury Tales was based off, like the super old book. And what the new Canterbury Tales was based off, like the project that I've done for the Netherlands. Yeah, I only just found out. I was 2 years old. I have this much left, so I'm over halfway.
And so far, what I have to say is, this is really forwards, like more forward than I thought it was going to be. I just finished it and I really liked it. It's really cute and I loved it. That does mean though that we're gonna move another square on the board and we're gonna need to take a mystery card that I'm gonna do tomorrow. So I'm gonna take it today to do tomorrow. Just realized I forgot to say my rating for the book, but it was an easy 5 stars, obviously. Just like all of the other Heartstoppers, pretty much all of Alice's work, it's always gonna be a 5-star for me. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I haven't mixed the cards yet. I mean, they did come in a bag in the plane all together and they were kind of all mixed. So they're kind of mixed already, but not completely. So I'm gonna mix them now. I have this hat. Let's grab the mystery cards, plop them in here, and then hopefully mix them without any issues. I don't know if this is gonna work, to be honest. Ooh, something just fell. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. And move, Mr. Delightful, come on, don't do this to me. Okay. And let's take one. Today you can only listen to audiobooks. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. That does mean, though, that I need to get an audiobook because I'm not listening to any audiobooks at the moment. So we're gonna need to find one. We might still do that today so that we are all set for tomorrow. I know that my uncle got me the audiobook of Matthew Perry's book. Maybe I can listen to that. I mean, I'm very curious about it. I'm gonna have a look on Libby to see what audiobooks are available, and I'll let you know in a little bit. I think I've decided what I'm gonna listen to tomorrow. Oh, you're gonna fall. I think I've decided, and not I think, I have decided on the book that I'm gonna listen to tomorrow. I was on Libby, and I saw that they have Autumn by Ellie Smith. Now, I've heard great things about Ellie Smith. I've heard even better things about Autumn in particular. And I thought, as a service to this writer, who I've never read, we'll listen to Autumn. It's also a small audiobook. It only has 5 hours. So I'm hopeful that we can finish it in January, because that would be ideal. So that is the plan. That is the plan for tomorrow. We'll listen to Autumn. It would have been nice if I had gotten that today, simply because I could have been playing The Sims while listening to Autumn. Because I don't know about you, but when I'm playing The Sims, I like listening to an audiobook at the same time. Well, not an audiobook. Usually I listen to a podcast, but still, it's potato patata, am I right? It's practically the same thing. Speaking of podcasts, I've been listening to a very good podcast. It is Portuguese though, so I don't know how many people are gonna enjoy it, but it's called Livret, and it's just about these two friends talking about books. And they've talked about Autumn a bunch on there, and they both really love it. So that is giving me more motivation to listen to it tomorrow. I am now with 4 points on the challenge, so amazing. Show-stopping. We are getting there. And hopefully I can still read a volume of Blue Period this month. That would be incredible. I really do want to get back to that. But for now, what we're gonna do is we need to kind of dismantle this chair. I've been meaning to do this the whole week, but I thought I'll just do it tomorrow, and then the next day I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it on Saturday. I'll just do it on my day off. So here we are. I've been trying to do this for a week now, and I have been failing miserably. So today's the day. I've grabbed the tools that we're going to need, and we need to dismantle this because we need to put this on the chair. You might have seen this throughout a bunch of videos now. I showed like it almost finished or finished on my Vlogmas. You're gonna see me start doing this on Lot. Now you see me put this on my chair because it's way overdue. This chair needs a cover. It is on its last breath. It is holding on to dear life. Evidence A. A little background on this little chair. And by little, I mean huge, massive chair. This has been with me for like 6 years. It belongs to the house. And I think around 2 years ago, I tried to dismantle it, and I did dismantle it simply because I thought I could remove, wait, can you see these parts? Like the place where you rest your arms, you know? I thought, surely I can take those off and it would fit better under my desk, because it was when I still had my other desk, the tiny, tiny one that I could barely do anything in. So I found out that if you take out the armrests, the whole chair falls apart, which is not ideal, but it is ideal for this situation because I could just place this and try and tuck it in. But what I want to do is, when it falls apart, I want to drape this over and then put this on top and then screw it together so that it actually stays there. It's not just tucked in, it's completely under it, you know? So that is the plan, and that's what we're gonna do. Whoa! So that's what I meant. I am so scared to touch this chair right now. I feel like it's gonna fall on me. And now this is the part where this falls on me. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Okay. Cool. Okay, and it's down. Okay. Hey guys, what do you think of my new chair? I personally love it. It looks like a little bench. Okay. Now that that's done, the piece of la résistance. Hi, welcome to my house tour. Okay. So, do we have a preference on the side? Yes, this one. Remember, people, this is the front of the chair. So this is the back. Okay, a little bow. I don't think you can see what I'm doing. I'm tying a little bow under this chair, and I'm gonna repeat the process on the other side. Call this my coquette era. That's oh! I've tied this wrong. It's supposed to be diagonal, not the front with the front. I cannot see what I'm doing with this bow, but I'm gonna assume that it's going well. Okay, you look and you tell me if I'm doing this right. I'm doing this off of feel and feel alone. Oh, I think I did it. Okay. There we have it. Beautiful. Now we just need to put it all together again, and I'm already sweating, and I took a shower today, so this is not great. I'm just gonna set you there. How do I do this? So which one's the front again? I feel like this is a two-person job. Wait a minute, I might be slaying. Alright, okay. We need to turn this fast. I'm gonna finish putting this together off camera so that I can listen to music, and then I'll show you at the end. And voila! All done. Now the real question is whether I can sit on it and it won't fall. So, time to test it out. So, here we have it. I'm gonna sit. Oh, this is way more comfortable with this thing instead of how it was before. Alright, so far so good. Can we lean? I think we're good, people. We did it. It's good. It works. It's a chair. We love to see it. And the crochet seat, it's comfy. I think I'm transforming into one of those grandmas that just offers crochet to everyone, like at every single occasion, and just does like crochet blankets, because what the hell? This is so much better. It's an exciting day. Look what just came in the mail. from Notebook Therapy. This is always, if you're wondering which notebooks I use to do like the reading journal, I used to bullet journal. I don't anymore, but I used to. I still have here my old one. The poor thing has been through some stuff. This is my old bullet journal. Let me show you a few pages. Let me see. Oh, I forgot how much I did for this. Here's like my January playlist. This was from when? I think this might have been 2021 or 2022. I'm not completely sure. But I used to do all of like the nice pages. I should probably get back on this. The thing is I don't have the like the what's the word for this? I don't really stick to these things that much because I'm really bad at planning my days. But I used to really love doing this. It's really therapeutic. I think my favorite one, which I didn't even end up using too much, was these ones. Oh, 2022. Look at these pages. Oh my, what is this? NCT to do. Oh my god. I forgot I was still doing New Canterbury Tales during this. Whoa, look at all of those pages. Wow. So yeah, this is also Notebook Therapy. I get all of my journals from Notebook Therapy. They're a very good brand. They're a little expensive. I think this one was, because this is the big one with a lot of pages, I think this was close to 30 pounds or 30 euros. I'm not completely sure anymore. And this one that I got, I think, was 22 pounds. I'm not sure if I think I paid in pounds or did I pay in euros? I don't remember. And it just got here. I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was gonna be red, but it's pink, which I don't mind. It's a very nice pink, to be honest. So I got this. It's like linen, and it has a little temple, I want to say, or castle. I'm not completely sure, but it looks really pretty. It has a little shooting star on the spine. The pages are the normal ones, just white and glossy, because you can get some that are like sparkly and stuff, but I didn't get those. It also has a little book strap, of course, so you can like close it all nice like that. And it has, oh, this is the first page, and it's really nice thick paper. It has little dots, which is the ideal for these type of things. And then you have here at the end, you have a little book flap so you can put stuff on it. And it brought this little bookmark, which is a little star, and it's adorable and I love it. I'm so excited because we can finally start doing my reading journal for this year. I got a bigger one this year simply because I'm gonna be doing more stuff this year, and Minder is more complex, and I want to put everything to do with Minder on here. Also, I'm participating in other different thingies, so I want to take note of everything on here. And also, I was thinking if there's pages left, I'm just gonna reuse this for next year. So make it in like a 2-in-1 type of deal. But it's actually not as big as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was gonna be this size, but it isn't. It's half of it. So we'll see. If it was this size, it would definitely be enough for 2 years. But like this, I'm not sure. But it's a really nice pink. It's like very mature. I also forgot to say it has a little bookmark as well. There you go. Little bookmark that you can use. It's actually 2. How do you use these ones that it's 2? Never seen that. Yeah, that's my reading journal for this year. We'll start planning the design of this hopefully over the next few weeks, because I still need to finish my other. Last year I did the Owl House inspired. This year I think I'm gonna go for more simple I don't know. I'm gonna look at these vibes and I'm gonna try and put these vibes on the journal. It also comes on this very nice box. Like, wow. The thought that they put into these journals, it's actually fantastic. I'm so excited. You know what we can do? Oh, I'm not gonna have time today because I need to edit a bunch of TikToks today, but this is definitely a good thing to do while you're listening to an audiobook. Like, just pop in an audiobook while you're planning your reading journal, designing the pages and everything. That's definitely what we're gonna do. It's the end of the day. I'm about to go to bed, and I listened to 10% of Autumn. I can proudly say that I have no idea what's going on. I am so clueless over what the heck is going on in this story. I am legitimately so confused. At first I was a naked old man, but then he wasn't old anymore. And now in chapter 2 it's a random girl doing a passport. And I'm like, what is going on? What is the plot exactly? Hopefully tomorrow I can listen to a bit more of it. We'll see, because I do want to finish it this month. In fact, I must finish it this month. Spoiler alert, you'll probably already know about this when this video comes out. In February, we're gonna have a lightning challenge, and it's actually a very complicated lightning challenge. I don't know why I'm doing this to you guys and doing this to myself and the girlies in Minder, but I am. And the lightning challenge is, if you read only books, I think I'm gonna do books released in the last 2 years, you'll get an X amount of points. Like, if you only read books released in the last 2 years in February, you'll get an X amount of points. And if you read a book that was published this year, you get an extra of points. So that's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be a lot. I'm curious to see how that goes. And because of that, I need to finish all of the books that I'm reading currently in January, because, well, I think this one would count, but I definitely need to finish this. Right, so She Gets the Girl was released in 2022, so that would count. I didn't realize it was that recent. I thought it was older, so I guess it would be okay if I didn't finish that one in time for next month, but I still want to finish it. I'm 50 way of the percent. I'm 50% of the way in. That's what I was trying to say. And I'm really liking it, and I really want to finish it. I'm gonna go on Thursday, I want to say. On Thursday, me, Paula, Bia, and Marta, which you actually don't know. I don't think you've met her. I don't know if they're gonna want to be on the video. We'll see. Maybe you won't meet her. But we're gonna go to Bia's house to watch the Women League of football. There's gonna be a game. Or is it Benfica? I don't know. It's football either way. And I'm not a big football person. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this with me. This is Bia's beanie that I've been making for her before I left for the holidays. I've measured this on her head once, and I'm pretty sure this is too big, which sucks because it's almost done, and I'm pretty sure it is too big. So I'm gonna take this with me. I'm gonna be knitting the entire time. Make sure it actually fits her head. I feel like this is good to close. Yeah, this is good to close, I think. Make sure it fits her head. And if it doesn't, which I don't think it will, because she has a smaller head than me, then I'm gonna remake it all from scratch again. And if I don't have to remake it from scratch, then I'm gonna take my Kobo with me, and I'm just gonna sit there and read. That is the plan. Oh, and I was gonna say, I got distracted in the middle of all of this, which is usual and normal for me. But Autumn, I for sure need to finish
before February because it was released in 2016. It does have a description. Should I read this blurb? Will that make me actually know what's happening? If you don't want to listen to the blurb, skip to this minute. Autumn, season of mists and mellow fruitfulness. That's what it feels like for kids in 1819. How about Autumn 2016? Oh, it's 2 stories. That explains a lot. Daniel is a century-old Elizabeth, born in 1984, as her eye on the future. The United Kingdom is in pieces, divided by an historic, once-in-a-generation summer. Love is won, love is lost. Hope is hand in hand with hopelessness. The seasons all round as ever. Honestly, even reading this description, I still have no idea what's going on. Just realized I forgot to actually say what I was gonna say, which is I only listened to audiobooks today, so I completed the mystery challenge. That was what I came here to say. Can you believe that? It would have been, what, 10 seconds? I'm currently waiting for Claudia and my friend Daniel to join Discord so we can watch Percy Jackson. But I thought that in the meantime I would update you on my reads, because I read another book. I read Blue Period Volume 11. Wow, so beautiful. I will show you me moving on the board later because I am like just about to go watch Percy Jackson and I would have to move. Or actually I don't have to move stuff. I can just show you there. I don't need to move it every time. Okay. Well, people, look at the magnificent board. We must move, Mr. Delightful. Let's go. Oh. There we go. After we finish another book, we're gonna have to take an extra challenge. Now with Blue Period Volume 11, I have read 4 books so far this year. I have listened to more of Autumn. I think I'm close to 40% right now. And I think I'm gonna probably take the stuff I said, like take back the stuff I said, because I think I'm starting to get what the plot is, and it's just very wholesome. Little old man who is friends with a child, and it's like their interactions, and then it goes until they're adults. Well, the old man was already an adult, but you know what I mean. Just got 2 packages, and I think it's gonna be the Kobo case and a pop socket for it. So let's open it together. If it is the case, if that is the case, get it. We're gonna have to think of the design for the stickers, because I was gonna order them from Redbubble, but I haven't yet, because we need to see like the sizes, put them like on a little drawing. What? Put them like on a little sheet on Photoshop, rearrange them, see if we like the design, so that we only order the ones that we need. First package. What are you? Oh, this is huge. I thought it was gonna be so tiny. This is a pop socket, as you can see. I got more pop sockets. This was just one of my choices. I didn't think it was gonna be this big. I thought it was gonna be like that big. That's a huge pop socket. This is almost the entire size of the Kobo. I hope the other ones are smaller, because why is it this big? Oh my god, it's so cute though. If this doesn't go on the Kobo, I'll definitely put this somewhere else, because look how adorable that is. I love it. Love it. Next. If this is the case, I will let you know right now. It's not super exciting. It's a clear case. What's gonna make it exciting is the stickers. Okay. Oh, I see something. I see something. Boom. Is this the correct size? We're gonna have to see. But supposedly, this is the one for Kobo. It has a charging port down here. I think that's right. Has the button there. I also think that's right. We're just gonna have to put this on the Kobo and see. But do you see what I meant? For size reference,
That is a huge pop socket. Wow, it's perfect. Ta-da! Ta-da! That's perfect. Where's the button? Oh! That is so nice. You can just go here, turn it on, turn it off. Okay. And the charger is on the right side. Beautiful, stunning, amazing. Now I'm not scared to drop it. Although I'm still scared to drop it, but like not as much. I should probably get a screen protector as well, because my cousin told me that these tend to get scratched up very easily. So I should probably do that. I'm scared it's gonna change like the properties of the screen. Like it's not gonna be as nice on the eyes if it has like a protection on it. So that's the reason why I'm not getting one so far. Forgot to show you how this would look on the Kobo. So there it is. It's so big. Wait, how would this look on my phone? Like my old phone. Where is my old phone? This is my old phone. It has a pink case, so I think this could look stunning. It is so huge. It's so funny. It does look very cute with that thing on, though, I must say. That is kind of adorable. Should I just stick it on this? I'm kind of tempted. That would look so adorable. Oh my god. And it matches. See, I've been thinking of getting a pop socket for this phone either way, just because whenever I travel on the plane, I watch Netflix on this. So this would be very helpful. I think I'm just gonna stick it here. Because realistically, I'm not gonna use this here. Let's be real. It would be cute, but I want to put stickers on it, and this covers most of the stickers. Alright, let's put this on the phone instead. Oh my god, that is perfect. It spins. Oh my god, this is like a fidget toy. The amount of times you're gonna catch me go like that. Wow! Look at my fidget spinner. I wish it actually spin, like, but it doesn't, but almost. I'm just about to go to Bia's house with Paula. We're gonna go watch football, so I will see you there. Everyone, wave hi to the camera. Say hi to the vlog. Follow them. Okay. Because
São os macacos. It's actually okay.
Posso fechá-lo?
Eu disse que ela era cabeçuda.
Essa é a minha opinião, então. Eu pensava que tu era mais pequena que nós os três.
É sério?
E afinal, é maior. Eu sou a mais pequena.
Big brains.
Big brain.
Is it not just empty
Muita
space?
massa.
Follow on Instagram, and I saw that she was following.
Yeah.
Okay. To try it on. Or you can pose with your food for the camera.
No, I was just licking the pataya.
There you go.
That's for sure.
See if it fits.
On the same wavelength there,
Well,
but
now
then
I'm
just go
eating
with
it.
This,
run it back.
you see there's a line going diagonally, so
Take
that's the
balls
back.
at this moment in time.
Like any other.
Oh, I never noticed that.
I look like
Yeah, like
a little
Bunny boy.
Yeah,
Bunny girl.
bunny boy. Sim, isto aqui é o flash.
Tá linda.
Falta a mãozinha.
some books, and
updated them on my, like, I was streaming when I finished them, so I updated them during the stream that I did on Saturday, which was a 6-hour stream for Minder. So it was just 6 hours of reading sprints. But I just finished now another book. I think I'm gonna update the Excel with it, and we'll see how many points I get by the end, so I will show you. Alright, so unless I finish the book between today and tomorrow, which I don't think it's going to happen, I finished this month with 8 books read, which is pretty good. One of my highest months. Well, it's the highest month in the year so far. But like, even comparing with last year, besides like October, which is an exception, it was comparable to one of the months that I've read the most. Here are the stats from last year. So as you can see in January, comparing, I only read 1 book last year in January. And then my highest months besides October, we don't look at that. Besides October, it was 9 in August and 8 in September. So I read as much as I read in September of last year, which is pretty good. I'm very happy with this. Now, as for where I've ended on the board, I landed right before the Jinx challenge. So what you didn't see me take was the extra challenge and the mystery card. This one I took on the stream that I made, and this one I took yesterday. I want to say, yeah, it was yesterday to do today. So these are the cards that I got. So for the extra challenge, I got this one. Read a book with your favorite mythical creature, which I have until the 10th, I believe, to complete. And then for this one that I made today, it was this, which is, today you can only read standalone books, which I've done. So that is the update. I did take a help. I didn't use it. The help that I got was this. Couldn't read today? That's okay. Any book you finish tomorrow, you get an extra point. I took this on the 27th. I didn't use it up until now, and I'm not going to use it tomorrow, so I already put it as not used. The reason why I'm not going to use it tomorrow is because tomorrow is literally the last day of the month, and this card expires on the first day of February, so that's not going to work, because I would have to not have read tomorrow, but then even if I didn't read tomorrow, I couldn't use it on the first day of February. So it just wouldn't work. I would have had to just not have read today and then use it tomorrow and have finished the book that I was reading today tomorrow, but I had to read today for the mystery challenge. So I just didn't use it, which I'm okay with, you know, that's fine. I didn't use it because I didn't need to use it. As for the 12 initial challenges, Claudia and I are both tied. So we both made 2 challenges, and my cousin has made 1 challenge. So my cousin did a book that she wanted to read last year but didn't. I did a book that I wanted to read last year but didn't, with Heartstopper Volume 5. And then I did a minority group that you don't know much about, which I did with the redacted book that I just finished right now. It had Person with a Disability that I hadn't read yet. As for Claudia, she did the book whose author's name is Your First Name. So she found an author which name was Claudia, of course. And then she did book whose main character's name is a person you're a fan of. As for total of points, where have I ended, where have I not ended on this month? So I'm the one with the lowest amount of points, which is completely fair. It's not a competition for me, so I'm completely chill. Like, I'm so happy that I managed to read 8 books. That to me is like already an improvement from last year, so I'm pretty happy with that. And all of the books that I read were, for the most part, really good. So very happy. My cousin was the one that read the most books, I want to say. Let me check. Yeah, so my cousin, so far, she might still finish a book between today and tomorrow. At least she's trying to. But so far, she read 10 books this month. And Claudia read 9. They do have like a way bigger amount of points though, because of the size of the books that they're reading. They're really taking great advantage of like the big books. Like, Claudia read a book with almost 800 pages. My cousin has been reading like almost all of the books that she's read so far have been like
more than 400 pages. She read one that was 500 pages, etc., etc. Like, they've all just been reading very long books, and that is why they have so many more points compared to me. It's not because of the amount of books that we're reading, really, because we're kind of like reading very similar amount of books. It's just because their books are much longer, and as we've established, I have big book fear, so I do not touch those big books. As for points, let me show you where we're at. Here it is. So my cousin has the most points, 24 points. I have 13, and Claudia has 21. They were tied today. My cousin literally just untied them. Is that how you say that? Anyways, they were tied. No, they're not. I think this is gonna be the video. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and turn on the notification bell. It will let you know when I post a new video or go live. And with that, goodbye.